believe it or not, out of all the kits I'm discussing today, this is the one that I think has the highest chance of appearing in Splatoon 3. I'll be darned, I was actually pretty close. With all the buzz around the launch of the Switch 2, Nintendo decided to capitalize on the hype and bring some abandoned games back from the dead with the promise of new content. For Splatoon 3, that meant the long-demanded release of third weapon kits, including the Patternz Undercover Brella. After the disaster that was the Sorella Undercover Brella, I was curious to see what kit Nintendo had in store for us this time around. It turns out that I already knew what they had in store over 2.5 years ago. Looking back at my Curling Bomb Tentamissiles predictions, there are two important things to keep in mind. First, Tentamissiles have received some major nerfs since that video was released, making them much less oppressive and thus much less prevalent in the meta today. Second, Killer Whale 5.1 actually provides much of the same functionality as Tentamissiles would. Consider my previous description. They have infinite range, they instantly reveal every enemy on the map, they force anyone that's targeted to move or die, and they're easily spammable on certain weapons in both Splatoon 2 and 3. Well, Killer Whale 5.1 also provides infinite range and force displacement, and even provides some limited location information. Heck, they're even spammable on a couple of current weapons. What this special does is provide the Undercover Brella with a tool that it's never had before, a way to deal with long-range weapons that sit far outside the Brella's effective range. The Undercover Brella was already a pretty good matchup against Chargers and Splatlings, and this will only make it better. An added perk is that the Whale's quick deployment also means it can be used against shorter range weapons like Splatanas and Rollers in a pinch, although its effectiveness is still a bit limited. The Curling Bomb is the piece that ties this kit together. Since the main weapon wants to be close to its foes, and the Whale would prefer to be farther away, the Curling Bomb gives you the mobility to quickly attack or retreat based on the situation. It also helps as a long-range poking tool, although it's not as flexible as a Splat Bomb or Torpedo. Now, do I think the Patternz Undercover Brella is better than the current vanilla Undercover Brella kit? No, and it's not even close. What it is, however, is an opportunity to change up your playstyle with the main weapon, and become even more of a threat to weapon classes that you already had an advantage over. As someone who's addicted to MLB The Show right now, think of this Brella as the Mickey Moniak of Splatoon weapons. No one's hitting the ball out of the ballpark with this thing, but you've still got a lot of tools at your disposal that can help you achieve victory. And hey, at least Killer Whale doesn't cause actual physical pain to players, so that's a good thing. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again in a future video. So long!